I'm already sick and I'm already in the thick of it, and everybody knows. Okay, I'm kidding, but well, my voice is getting more raspy, so please don't mind that, y'all. So today I went to first period. It went well, and I was most fine most of the time. I was hurrying up to get like a quiz done and to get an assignment done, but I did thankfully. I was like headed to school. I tried to get something done, and it was like a cutout assignment, and I did it, but just barely on time. So I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I'm done with that. Second period, I found something today. It's kind of rare to find anyway. As everyone was sitting down, as other people were playing like basketball and volleyball. Well, I found a rare volleyball. The ones given, not the ones given in class for like basic casual play, but like a competition volleyball. I saw it in the corner behind one of the racked up bleachers that were inside the gym, and I spent the time for it playing with it. But I was asking my friends if maybe they could also play ball with me. But I asked a few others, but most of them said no. So I might have wasted more time going around asking for people. I might have attracted too much attention. So I just spent the time like self practicing some volleyball, and I eventually once the class ended, I just returned it back into its spot because eventually someone with that volleyball doesn't belong to the PE teachers, but belongs to, I believe, one of the coaches. They'll get it eventually once people come back to clean it, I guess. So, mythically, it was like the universe giving like a rare treat or chance of something for all I've gone through. But I think it's a sign of something. But then again, it's like randomness once again. Someone might have left that competition volleyball there anyways, but it is what it is, and I took that chance to do it. Fourth period, I finished up more notes on Vladimir Lenin and his revolution, and it went mostly well. We were talking mostly about how his revolution went, the famine and sword shortages that went. So, interesting, I'll talk about later on. So, now lunch. This is one of the biggest issues that I've been radically talking about for a long time now. Since this involves a peripheral friend group, I'll make sure to keep myself morally careful here and not go to any pinpoints accusations. All right, this is something that's a systemic issue I've been talking about. So, it was windy today. I couldn't find your guys' friend group if you guys are watching this video. Good to see y'all. So, obviously, people move around in bad weather, understandably. But one issue is no one told me where you guys kind of went. So, connects to what I said about yesterday because any unincorporated member of a friend group or someone who is yet to integrate completely, the friend group you guys may have thought, you guys thought that I would know where to go, but the thing is, I kind of didn't. A lot of people think in the friend group that they'll let him know, or they'll let this person know, and then the thing is that it never happens. So before that period, obviously, I asked one of y'all directly in like text, like where you guys gonna be at, and you guys didn't respond. Well, obviously, people do get busy. I mean, I'm texting on not good time. But the thing is that busy doesn't negate basic reciprocity. And why do I mention this at all? Because this is not about an evil or a good friend group. It's not the fact that any friend group like that is terrible. Of course not. It all really depends. Rather, this is a structural issue many people have been really not even standing on, but it's a structural issue that I've been naming about everywhere. Newcomers not being instructed where to go, especially if it's a rotator type of friend group. This is something that's systemic within like many high schools, and it retroactively proves everything that I said yesterday about my talk with the girl in her dismissal time. She was a senior. So, is a friend group I'm talking about evil? Well, in both third or first person. I know you guys are probably watching this video. Of course not. Tell the ones watching, you guys aren't evil. It's just y'all lack some basic explicitity toward newcomers. And there's social negligence, civil negligence in the small scale. It's very easy to solve, to be honest. So I'm not making this into a big deal, but I'm using it to highlight like this is present in other friend groups. Thing is, not many people have really called it out for what it's harmed. Many would think I condemn something like this immediately in terms of the people, but I don't condemn the people, I condemn the action. And I also just reveal what's there through my view, to be honest. And this isn't just about them, there's other kids who fell victim to this trap. Friend groups who implicitly think others should know. A newcomer joins, the next day the friend group moves out, so that newcomer has nowhere to go. See, the problem with that, the communication gap. Newcomers keep paying those taxes, and those taxes literally go nowhere. It's like a communication tax. And the thing is that I can't stand up for something like that. All right? I just can't. Do I name it? Why? Because even in the books of the Enlightenment, even in the eyes of Islam, which is still widely debated today, all of these would still agree that this is a structural failure. Outcomes happening regardless of the structure's intent, regardless of the group's intent. Sure, someone could have been at a club, someone else could have been at ASB. I did used to have a few prior friends who did go to ASB. Thing is, no one told. And that's the issue right there. And I'm saying now not to destabilize people, but I need to shake the structure and the idea that friend groups are neutral toward newcomers, that someone else will do it, and that intent is over impact in a case like this. Thing is that not all are neutral. A harm doesn't have to be direct to be felt or real. The systemic issue and its structure needs to be shaken so people can learn explicitly now, not after hardship later on in life. And this is wrong. Everyone knows for it in any friend group or high school, even beyond in adult friend groups. Well, I'm one of the only few to be screaming into the void using my editing skills, naming a reality like this, because I'm not standing for this. Like, really cannot let others like me suffer in that manner. Because I'm telling this to everyone now, alright? Because even the friend group of some of y'all may be uncomfortable. But I'm saying this now because this same structural issue that I'm talking about, the same issue that I've been seeing in people, this same behavior gets punished later on in real life. This gets punished in adult relationships, adult work, adult business, anything coming an adult. And even when you have your own kids one day, know it now. Be explicit before life shows it the hard way. And I'm saying this now because it's an important lesson that people need to know. It's another lesson into adulthood. And I'm just leaving that out there so that many people don't have to see it the hard way later on. My personal part, I'm already congested. My throat's closing up on me, and to have it be windy and have the group leave, I'm like, oh great. I'm already bodily wounded, and now this systemic issue has just struck me again. Don't worry about that, y'all. I'm not asking for sympathy. My body does have an immune system after all. But I'm asking y'all to see the pattern. Do not repeat this with your own friend groups, y'all. Do not repeat this with your own future kids. Do not repeat this with your own future. Do not repeat this pattern. Why? Because high school can keep it in comfort, but real life punishes this thing heavily. And I don't want you guys going through something like that. And anyways, fifth period, we did sketch notes on archetypes and types of characters or stories that we see in real life, from hero to master to wisdom to a lot of things, even villains too. And we also learned a little bit about culture and story, so a little bit out there. We'll continue with that next week for my class. Sixth period, another quadratic assignment online. Thing is that I ended up solving for it instead of factoring it. So thing is that I just put it in factored form instead, because the instructions said to factor the quadratic equation, but for some of them I just used b over 2 squared. I just used the quadratic formula. I just squared it instead. So I just used a factored form: y equals a parentheses x minus the root 1. I probably said that wrong, but and then I did that, just got it a day. So this is what I call my ninth period now. I'll designate this time to homework and make videos like this. And for my gaming fans out there, you guys might be on my Instagram. Expect a new LSVFR episode soon for my fans. Gonna have a new Friday patrol here. So that's gonna be it for this video. Anyways, bye bye y'all. Love you guys. Make sure to hit that. Well, no, this is not a gaming video. Sorry y'all.